What's up, sports bettors? Life is really good. It's Saturday. I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to bet on sports all day. And I'm going to start out with a five-leg parlay, okay? I have a five-leg parlay on Betway Sportsbook. $500 to win 17K. All plays are sharp, mathematically profitable, and found using data, right? So, OddsJam is a pretty simple platform. Everything is just data, right? We're kind of a Bloomberg terminal for sports betting. Whatever market you want to look at, whether that's the NFL, the NBA, literally whatever sport. I mean, there's limitless sports you can look at in whatever market you want to look at. All these random player props, you can browse odds on OddsJam across hundreds of sports books with odds updating in real time. So it's really cool, right? Because as you can probably imagine, sports betting, making money sports betting, it's not impossible. It's a skill-based game. It's kind of like poker. Like in poker, you can make money, but people are pretty smart. You have to find your own edge. You have to win. In sports betting, it's kind of the same. The sports books have an advantage on you, the vig, the juice, and it's your job to beat it, to find value, right? Out of the millions of odds on sports books at any given time, your job is to find those few plays that are actually profitable. So I'll give you an example of one right here, which I'm including in my parlay. And the reason I didn't start with this Derek Carr play is I already bet it. So if we scroll down, somewhere I bet it. Here it is. Derek Carr under 1.5 interceptions thrown, or under half of the receptions thrown. This play I already bet, so I didn't include it in my second parlay, but this play looks incredible, right? And it's just rational. Like a lot of people, they come to OddsJam and, they start betting on sports. And they get confused because they think it's very complicated. They lose a couple bets in a row and they don't believe in, positive EV betting or math, following value, right? Like this play is very simply extremely good. No other sportsbook is giving us better than minus 140 on Carr under half of a interception. So Carr to not throw an interception, we can grab minus 120 on Betway. No other sportsbook's giving us better than minus 140. Some sportsbooks even have it all the way up at minus 160, including Pinnacle. Pinnacle's the sharpest sportsbook in the world. They're pricing this at minus 160, and you're getting it minus 120. So it's just value. Like you have all these data points. All these sports books are independent data points telling you where the line should be set. So Betway, they're the ones giving the value, right? You have FanDuel, they're not as bullish on the under as DraftKings, right? DraftKings has the under minus 155, FanDuel only minus 140. But kind of looking across the market, it's very clear that this play on Betway at minus 120 is insane value. You're beating the vig, beating the juice by taking Carr to not throw an interception at minus 120. So that's an incredible bet. But unfortunately, I already bet it, so I couldn't bet it again in this parlay. But the first play I went with in my five-leg parlay is the Bills over 23.5 team total. Plus 110. A lot of people will ask like, the Bills, I'm going to fade them because they've overperformed. All that is BS. Vegas knows, all this stuff is BS. Follow the data. Look for those rare few betting opportunities where you're getting enough value to beat the vig, and you're going to make money. Here, we're getting the Bills plus 110. No other sportsbook is giving us better than minus 102. This play is positive EV to every other sportsbook. I mean, it's just insane value, right? We're getting plus 110. No other book is giving us better than minus 105. And Bet Online, which is a very sharp sportsbook, is pricing this at minus 120. So it really is just a volume game, right? The market is moving. The market's dynamic. So it's kind of late at night, so we probably won't see NFL lines moving that much. But if we go to college football, maybe we will. Is oftentimes, lines move. One sportsbook is stale. As an example, let's say the weather changes, right? It's going to be very windy in Buffalo. As an example, this is just an example. It's going to be really windy in Buffalo, apparently. The new weather report comes out. That probably means the total is going to come down. So not every sportsbook is going to move down at the same time. So sometimes you can find a sportsbook that's giving you way too much value, which right here is going to be Betway, right? Lines can move for any reason. Sports betting is just like the stock market. It's a market. It's a dynamic market. You know, lineups change. A Bills player gets injured, maybe lines move towards the Vikings. Maybe the Bills team total goes down. All these things can impact the market. And this is an incredible play at plus 110. I mean, you got to hammer that. Plus 110, give me that. I hit it. Let's keep going. Tyreek Hill, over 7.5 receptions. We switched to player props. No other sportsbook giving us better than plus 100. The sharpest sportsbook in the world, Pinnacle, has this favored at minus 116. Sign me up. Play number 2. When you have a parlay where all picks are positive EV, your parlay will be profitable. And our parlay is going to be insanely profitable. We have a 4% profit margin. Now another 4% profit margin. We're getting close to a 10% profit margin on our parlay. I add this in, that makes it 15%. Mike Evans, 17%. Look at this. We're getting him under 5.5 receptions. All other bookmakers, minus 160 or more. Odds Jam scanning the millions of odds on sportsbooks to find these plays. So here's the parlay. I'll just show it to you at this point. And all plays are just positive EV. Sam Ehlinger under 17.5 passing completions. And then, so that's the 5th play. So Sam Ehlinger under 17.5 passing completions. Here we have the play Robert over 3.5 receptions. Tanyan in the Packers-Cowboys game. Tyreek over 7.5 receptions. Dolphins-Browns. Bills team total. Mike Evans under. 5 picks. $500 to win $17K. When all your plays are positive EV, your parlay will be positive EV, right? It's really that simple. Then I absolutely clobbered this play. I love it. Vikings-Bills under 43.5. I hit it for 2.2K, 1.84% profit margin. So, you can see right here, 1.84% profit margin, 2.2K stake. $40 in EV. You just multiply your stake by your profit margin, and that gets you your profit margin in dollars. $40. Not bad. So I added both of these plays to my sheet where I'm tracking profit and loss. And again, tracking profit and loss, we have ups, we have downs. There's always variance as a sharp bettor. If you find a coin that's 55% to land on heads, don't land on heads every time, still lands on heads 45% of the time. So you're still going to lose bets. We're still going to lose plays with an edge. It's all about finding plays that do have an edge so you make money in the long run, right? Over a large sample size of bets. Let's make money.